We're looking at Petroleo here today, and an interesting opportunity coming up with options expiration today. That is Friday, June 3rd. What you can see here in ticker PBR is that the stock has had quite a move. It is an oil and an energy related stock. It's a Brazilian company. And so there's some of the dynamic there of what's going on in the Brazilian market. But as you can see here, it had a big down day as it paid a dividend. And then it has traded down into this 14 strike and kind of pinned this area over the last couple of days. You can see there's a very stiff resistance, I would call it, at this level. And this, we believe, is options driven. So we're going to flip over to our equity hub here, and you can try our equity hub for free for 7 days. Just hit this subscribe now button up at the top. But if we type in PBR, you can see what immediately flashes up. We have very big levels all condensing or consolidating at this 14 strike. And you can see the price action so far today is, again, sticking to this $14 level. And what's so interesting about this options expiration is 55% of the gamma and 32% of the total delta, that's the total options position basically for the name, is expiring today. That is June 3rd. So this 14 pin we think is about to go away. Now, the energy complex, by and large, has been quite bullish. This is a fairly substantial position. Again, you can see how many calls and puts are listed here. And so what is so interesting to us about this is that if you look at the June 17th options expiration, there are a lot of big call positions at higher strikes. So we think what's going to happen now is with this expiration, the stock will unpin this $14 level, and then we may shoot higher. So I've dragged in my Thinkorswim terminal here, and you can see we are looking at PBR. These are the options expiring for June 17th, and you can see how big these call positions are at overhead strike. Now, these are admittedly far out of the money, but as you can see, these are all the big call positions that exist in the name now at some significantly higher levels. Yes, there are some big put positions as well in terms of open interest. However, again, because the energy complex has had this tailwind, and again, note how the stock has traded down. It's had all this pressure on it. We think after this options expiration, again, here's the 14 level, and note where those big first set of calls were at 16, this could be a pretty bullish setup for this name. Now, we saw a very similar setup last week in GameStop. We documented that trade last week where the stock was trading around 130. We said, look, we think the stock's going to get kind of weak in the next expiration, and we think it'll tag the 120 level. The stock did exactly that. Again, you can watch this video as shown here on our channel. We'll put a link to this in the description as well. But the bottom line is for PBR, we think that this 14 pin is about to break with the strength in the energy complex, with the fact that the stock has traded down in this level. We're looking for this mean reversion trade as that 14 level likely becomes unpinned. So if you have any questions on this, please leave them in the comments or hit us up at info@spotgamma.com. You can also reach me at SpotGamma on Twitter. Thanks.